Another fantastic day session here at the Australian Open, and the player I really want to focus in on is the world number 2, the second seed and new tournament favourite in the absence of Novak Djokovic. It's Daniil Medvedev, off to a fantastic start. And I really want to try and break down why he's the favourite. He's got such a strong winning formula, plays the scoring system as well as anyone in tennis. And it's all about the start of the points, serve and return from Medvedev. We can see here on the first serve, 52% of the time it's unreturned. Doesn't come back into play, either an ace or the opponent missing that return. These green zones are 2 feet within the lines, around about 60 centimetres. So really accurate serving. But we can add another layer to that for Medvedev. If we look at these tee serves in particular, look at the difference in depth in the box for Medvedev there. He's 6'6", and he's not just got pace, he's got the ability to change the trajectory, and that gives the opponent consistently different heights and a different look on return. So very, very difficult for them to be consistent on return. But it's not just about serve for Medvedev. He is also one of the best returners in the game. We can see here, compared to the ATP top 50, he's very unique in the return position he uses. Most of the top 50 within a metre of the baseline on second serve, closer to 2 on first. Look at Medvedev, 3 metres further back on the second serve, 3.5 on the first. And that's on average. Sometimes he's way back in the court, 7, 8 metres, taking advantage of the fact we've got no line judges here with the electronic line calling. What does that allow him to do? Well, it allows him to get an awful lot of returns in play and make himself very difficult. If we see here, this is the ATP Top 50 in 2021 season. Returns made, he's 79% on first serve, sits second on that stat, 89% on the second, joint second there. And if you look at the names around him, these aren't big servers. Medvedev, remember, one of the biggest servers as well. So strong on serve, so strong on return, significantly above the top 50 averages, as you'd expect. So what does that do for Medvedev? I talked about that winning formula. Well, we can see here how quickly he's able to hold and throw the balls down the other end of the court and put pressure on his opponents to hold. 26% of the time he holds to love, just 8% for his opponents. A further 31% of the time to 15, just 21%. So over 50% of the time, he's throwing the balls back down the other end, either held to love or 15. The numbers continue in his favour as we go through the game, and this stat is huge for Medvedev. 44% of the time, he's getting to either 40 or better, creating break points, breaking serve, so consistently in those return games, consistently holding quickly, and that is his winning formula out there on the court and why he is the favourite for this year's Australian Open. So let's have a look at why he was so good today. We can just take a quick glance at the physical battle from his match with Laaksonen. 1 hour and 54 minutes, not too much time on the court for Medvedev. And look at the work rate for the Swiss player, significantly higher than Medvedev, trying to stick with him, doing what he could. High intensity, changes of direction. That's that short, sharp changes, being run around the court, Laaksonen, working so hard to try and stay with him in sets 2 and 3 in particular. And no surprise if you look at the total distance covered, again, much higher for Laaksonen. So a fantastic start to the Australian Open for the favourite in the men's draw, the number 2 seed, Daniil Medvedev.